Take two. Okay. Hey YouTube, I'm back with another video. And today we are going to talk about, well, a lot of things because I've been a little late. The new Ghostbusters trailer dropped actually like 2 weeks ago or something. So, I just watched it like this last weekend, like Sunday or Saturday. And I thought it was good actually. I know I'm gonna probably get a lot of hate comments for that, but I mean, I don't know. I'm not a huge Ghostbusters fan, so I don't know the mythology. So, like, maybe as like a movie, it'll be good, but not as a not as a Ghostbusters mythology piece or whatever you want to call it. It won't be good like that, but, and the new Civil War trailer dropped, which looks good. Spider-Man was in it, so he looks pretty good. The only problem I have is, like, cosplayers making suits already, even though they haven't seen the movie, so the suit could be totally different. Well, I doubt it will, but, there could be some few changes here and there, and they won't, they'll mess up the suit, because they're gonna try to make it even though the movie hasn't come out, so that kind of bugs me, but other than that, the suit is awesome. I find it funny that when I was watching Deadpool and his eyes were moving around, I'm like, they should totally do that with Spider-Man. And guess what? They did it with Spider-Man. And it's St. Patrick's Day. Woohoo! Yay. That's cool. But also, Daredevil Season 2 comes out tomorrow, so yeah, that'll be pretty awesome. I'm gonna put up some reviews for that probably Saturday or maybe not Sunday. Maybe later on Sunday, I don't know. It depends on when I finish watching it, I'm gonna try to binge watch the whole thing. Maybe I can stay off school tomorrow. I don't know. If I can, then probably like Saturday night I'll be able to post a review for it. But if I can't stay off school, then I don't know. Then probably like Sunday, late Sunday. But that doesn't really matter. Uh, what we're gonna do today is we're gonna review Ultimate Spider-Man Volume 6, which is probably one of my favorite volumes. This actually, uh, this is kind of stupid actually, but this volume is actually what inspired me to get this hoodie. I guess it's not a huge deal or anything. I don't know. I don't know. That was a weird little factoid for you, but uh, uh, yeah. As we start off volume 6, uh, Peter is dealing with the breakup between him and Mary Jane. Mary Jane, excuse me. And he uh, is he's in his room, like in the basement area is where his room is, I believe. And he's like messing around in there, kind of just killing time and thinking. And he moves this like kind of like a crate almost. It's a it's like some sort of it's like a crate kind of, and there's this door, and you go in there, and or he goes in there, and uh, there's a bunch of Parker family stuff like videos and pictures and whatnot. And then he watches one of the videos and he sees his old friend Eddie Brock. So and then he does some research on him, finds that he's in college and whatnot, and then he calls him on the phone and they start talking. And he goes over to his college and they start hanging out, And then Eddie lets him in on his heritage, which is the black symbiote costume. But you could already have figured that out by playing the video game. But they start, talking, and eventually Peter gets to more thinking because, the the plane crash, and he thinks, this world is filled with greedy, evil people. So they stole my father's work, so I'm gonna go back and get it. So that's what he does. And as we know it, well, I guess we don't know it, but, he it gets on his suit and it transforms him into black suited Spider-Man, which is, I think, kind of anticlimactic because it's only in for like a little bit. Like, I don't know. He doesn't wear it a whole lot, which is kind of disappointing in my opinion. But that's the only downfall, I think, is he wears it for a little bit and then he takes it off. But he toys around with it, like he fights the Shocker, and he saves this celebrity from these soldiers and whatnot. And he finds the, I believe, is the killer of Uncle Ben. It's kind of confusing to me, actually, because I thought he already caught the killer of Uncle Ben, but I don't know. He catches like maybe Uncle Ben's killer's partner or whatever, and he gets really angry at him. Like, he says, like, I want to hear you scream, and tries to kill him. So he realizes the suit is evil, and he takes it off, and then he goes and puts it back, and Eddie finds him, and then he explains it to Eddie, and Eddie gets angry, and then Eddie puts on the suit, and another side part actually is, while Peter and Eddie are still friends, Gwen tags along on one of their journeys, whatnot, and eventually Eddie and Gwen go to a reggae concert, and then Gwen goes back to Eddie's dorm room, and she tries to make a move on her, even though she's like 15, 16, and he's, I don't know, let's say 20-ish. I don't know. But, and then when Peter takes off the suit, he goes back home, and Gwen tells him that, and he gets kind of angry. Well, he's kind of like, well, he's a good guy. But Gwen's like, he's a jerk, he's garbage. But then Eddie gets the suit, and Peter goes to talk to Mary Jane, but he tries to rekindle their relationship, if you will. But that doesn't go as planned, so. And then eventually, Eddie gets the suit, and then it's another day, and then Peter's at school, and then Eddie attacks them. He attacks Peter. And then they fight, and then, he gets the upper hand by electrocuting Eddie, and the police shoot at Venom. And then he goes to talk to Nick Fury to get his powers taken away, because he's like, what, my whole life sucks. I'm tired of all this crap, so let's just get these powers taken away. But Nick Fury just tells him to go home and get over it, pretty much. So, yeah, that doesn't go as planned. So then he kind of tries to go and talk to Eddie. But then he can't find Eddie. Eddie just kind of vanishes until later down the line, of course. But, Eddie leaves, and then he goes to, tries to go to the place where they have the symbiote suit. It's like in a locker room, if you will. I don't know exactly what you'd call it. And then he finds Dr. Connors, and they have a little, a light communication. And then Peter goes on a rooftop and calls out A's name, and like, come on, I'm trying to help you, and that he's nowhere to be found. And that's where our volume ends. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Peace, YouTube.